So today we are going to do some exercises I do to keep this shoulder strengthened and keep the arm moving all the way around. So my left side was the affected side. Some of these exercises you feel pretty tired because it's going to feel like everything is just slowing down because the constant repetition will tire that arm out or can tire that arm out. But over time you'll see it starts to loosen up, and at the same time over time with constant repetition that side gets stronger. So we're going to jump right into it, just stretching it out. I want you to get both shoulders pulled all the way up. And you definitely want to make sure you're utilizing a mirror or something, because I'm in the camera, I'm looking at the camera, to make sure you're even all the way across. Pull them up, relax them down. Got to squeeze it, pull forward. Right here, we're just stretching the shoulders out. Pull all the way back. Gonna go again. Hold it about 10 seconds on each one. I'm gonna do it 3 times. So if you do notice while you're doing this, one of the arms or your shoulders perhaps go up higher than the other, just do the adjustment that you need to. Because in the beginning, when my left side was a lot weaker, I would kind of end up like this, trying to match that with that side because I had too much tone on that side. So now I have a lot more control, so I don't have that problem. So if you seem to figure out that you have that problem, it takes time, over time, to just take your time and measure it out so it's even. Last round, I'm going middle to front to back. All the way up. And at the same time, with doing something like this, I also look at my fingers to make sure they're doing the same thing. As right now, I have them both spread out. Relax. Stretch that neck out. And bring forward. Chin down. I have mine up because I'm trying to look in the camera. Relax. And we're going to take it back. All right. Jumping right into our exercise. My favorite one that I came up with called Kiss the Bicep. So this Kiss the Bicep, I had this issue that I had to try to figure out a way to move this arm when I could not. I had very little movement basically. So I would always do something on this side first, which is my stronger side. So therefore I can mimic to make sure I'm doing the proper thing on this good side. So this is my great side, this is my good side. So again, if you need to do the same, this is my stronger side, my great side, this is my good side. Because what happened was I needed to figure out, because the loss of the connection from the brain to this side, I couldn't always figure out what I was trying to do. Like I knew I wanted to get the movement going on this left side, but at times I couldn't figure out how to get it over there. So I would start off, and that's what I'm starting off with both. I would start off doing the great side and mimic to make sure the good side was the same. And even now, I am 15 months post-stroke. You can still tell I have some weakness on this left side. It doesn't move as fluent as the right side does. And I'm kissing my biceps, so that's why I stop talking every time I lift the hand up. And as I'm taking the hand across, I'm acting as if I'm pushing up against a wall or a flat surface. So if you have a wall that you can press up against, or you have someone over here, or do as I'm doing, connect that hand. It's good for you also. Taking it down, I'm gonna go 2 more with the alternating, and then we're gonna go 10 with just utilizing and really pushing that good side. All right, whoo-wee, that is good side. Already I could feel that work that we just put in, so it feels a lot more tired. But this is how I push through. Not giving it that break as I was when I was using both. And also, as you see me closing my fist here, and my goal is to open at the top. So something for you to work on as well. Or if you have a problem and your hand is not opening right now, you could do it across, but mine does open. And one more. So I did 10 alternating, and then I did 10 by itself. Oh wait. Y'all hear that shoulder crack? Gonna just do a quick stretch on the shoulders. All right, next one we're gonna do. You drop the hand down across your body, elbow up. So this one we're gonna make it 2 separate exercises. So our first goal is gonna be to drop it down across and drop the elbow up. And if we do the great side, so you can see what it should look like. Boom. So we're bringing it here. There we go. See, I'm telling you, it's psychology. It always looks better once I do the great side versus the good side. It's the connection that you're giving yourself, your brain and the body actually moving. So these are exercises I had to do when I could not quite get the arm back. It's like my scapula had pretty much shifted throughout the whole stroke incident. So I had very limited movement. As I would try to put the hands back, it was almost as if a wall or something was hidden, and I did not have that full movement. So anywho, these are things I did to get it moving. So we're going 10 alternating. And then on that affected side, we're going to go 10 back to back. And again, our goal is to get the elbow up. So if you're doing this and you're down here, take your time. You don't have to move as fast as I am. Take your time. So if your elbow is hitting here, we want to get it all the way up. So if you're here and you need to assist yourself, let's do that as well. And this helps you to get it up. I think this might be 10. All right, that was 10 alternating. Let's do it. Y'all see, this gives me a workout too. That was 10. Oh, wait. Bring those shoulders in. Take it up. And if you need to pause this to give your shoulder a rest and your arm a rest. Pause it. Stretch out. Grab some water and come back and finish. All right. So from that same movement, the second half, but I'll go all the way through. We're going to go from here. We're going to open all the way up. So in the beginning, I definitely had to do the whole visual thing. The proprioception, I believe is the word, where I had to look at everything I did to make sure it connected the correct way. So we dropping it back here. We're going to follow this hand across. We want to open up. Closing it back down. And as you see, I still got this elbow up and bringing it back across. But I got to shift my body too, because that's another thing, as I just did. You can end up shifting your entire body. We don't want to do that. Really just work, because when I shift the entire body, the shoulder isn't working really by itself anymore. I'm using the body to turn. So take your time. And you're taking your time because of the simple fact you want to make sure the movement is done correctly. The elbows up high. Open the hand. Close it back down. And take it across. And I will say it took me a minute to be able to do this without looking at it, because in the beginning I would try this exercise and my shoulder would drop because you don't have the feeling on this side, or you may have partial feeling on this side. So even though this is the exercise in the mirror, I can see that I'm doing it. If I look at it, if I was not paying attention, it would completely do something different. I just realized I was cheating. I was holding on to the chair. I mean, if you do need to use something like this, actually what's helping me, it's helping me to stay straight, but I realized I got to stop cheating because I could do this without it. So no cheating. And of course I lost count. But I count is actually 10. I'll do one more. And when I say baby, that's a workout. I mean, and just for the heck of it, really to give your left or your good side a rest, just go ahead and do the other side. It's not hurting. It's actually a stretch. So busting out 10. And then eventually how you see the fluid motion I have on this side is what you'll want on that good side. Flowing right through. You know, they say trainers can't count. We do lose count at times. I usually lose count when I'm counting for somebody else, but I'm starting to notice I'm losing count for myself, and that's not good, which means I'm likely doing extra. But I never agreed to that. If I was actually training someone in front of me, I'll tell them they don't know what they talk about, and I'll give them a number. So, anywho, stretch this out again. This next exercise actually calls for a pillowcase. So what I want you to do, put your arms in like such. Try to make sure y'all can see it. Arms are inside. You're gonna fold your hands. We're straightening the arms up overhead. As you're pushing into the wall, allowing yourself to stretch out the scapula. The goal is to keep the hands open wide throughout the entire, till we bring it back down, shoulder height. I'm a little past shoulder height. Driving it all the way back up. Keeping the elbows open wide. And you'll feel that stretch in that scapula. But at the same time, let me pull this off the wall so you can see. Still want to stay even with your elbows. Don't allow one to go higher than the other. So it may take you a second to get them leveled. We're doing 15 of these. Take your time, because you may have to shift your hands inside to make sure they stay open wide. You don't want them dropping, and you don't want them to be uneven. If your scapula is really tight, how mine was in the beginning, you may not be able to lean as much into the wall. So just do as much as you can. And as you see, you'll see the scapula actually stretching up overhead. See, and that's good. Glad I was paying attention. I dropped my fingers down. I wanted them to stay open. I'm gonna go 2 more. Holy. All right. definitely want to stretch that out. This next one I'm going to show you. The one arm. Sliding it up on the wall. Slide it up as far as you can go. And lean into it. And while you're leaning into it, you'll definitely feel that stretch going all the way through. So as you get stronger, you can use the great hand over here to assist you so that you're not leaning too much and you end up injuring yourself. Get to the point that feels good. As I'm leaning into it, I'm facing the wall. Now I can do a slight turn. My arm is still attached to the wall. Slight turn of the body, and that gives it a deeper stretch. Ooh-wee. With that one, even myself, I got to take a break in between that, especially after I did that twist. It really gives it a deep stretch. So I'll show you on this side what I'm doing. I'm against the wall. I was first face forward. And I turned the body, which really stretches that scapula. Bringing it back down, going and working the affected side. And with this one, this is such a serious stretch, we're only going to do 7. Let's go. And over time, as you get stronger, you can take it up and do more. Stretch that arm all the way up at the top. And I'm turning on each one of mine. And I'm bringing it down in between each one. That was one with about 7 to 10 second hold when I turn my body. Sliding it back up and across. Lean into it. And turn. Bring it back down. Oh, wait. Three more. Lean into it. Turn it back over. 2 more. All right, last one. I'm gonna make this count. Last one and last exercise. We're gonna try to hold this for 15 seconds. Let's roll. Ooh-wee. All right, so these are our exercises for spastic shoulder, stiff scapula, all of the above, whatever you want to call it, stroke shoulder, whatever you want to call it. This is something to help strengthen that shoulder, that scapula, help with your external rotation. And until next time, peace.